we're doing the computer, which
hello.
Hey,
hello.
We're live. Hang on. Let me put some music on here. See you yet. Hey, everybody. It's Eileen, and I have had a very busy time here. So sorry for the extra countdown there. I have actually a guest who is coming on, and I forgot, but we are both going to create Christmas things, or holiday things. So it turns out it's all going to be fine. I'm going to build my Christmas village item. And we have Margaret with us, and I just didn't write on the calendar. I'm a dork. Anyway, we are going to have a good old time. I have a project to show you. Isn't this cute? I want to put a little roof on him too, but it's a golden book, and it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So let's see who's here. We've got Liz, Dorothy. Who else? Avril, Charlotta, Karen, hi, Brenda, Leslie, Isabel. Oh, that's good. You're all awake. Yes, you guys are getting snow over there, huh? I'm jealous. Hi, Sheila. Hey, Wendy in Hampshire from a very chilly UK. Ooh. Hi, Diane. Yeah, how is Sweden? I saw Shetland. Very, very snowy. Hi, Laura, Brenda. And Lisa, good to see everybody. All right. Margaret is still getting set up, so we're gonna get to that in a minute. I don't have a lot of announcements. Just one thing was tomorrow I've got some dies that they're older dies, and I only have like one of them, but I need to clean them out because I got to put my new stuff in. So I'm going to list them on Etsy tonight, or maybe in the morning. They take a while to list them. So I'll see what I can do. But if you are interested and you want to see some of the older stuff, you can come on. Some of it, I mean, it's old. So, but still works, that's the thing. That's the beauty. So, hey, Teresita. So let's see. Margaret's camera is still moving around a little. So let me just talk you through my part, and then when I see that her thing is still, I will figure that she's ready. Okay, so what, as you know, I like to collect golden books, and they do work really well with die cuts. The only thing that I would say is if you're using, they'll cut with a steel rule. No, I cannot see Glum. Is she there? Yes, Sheila, I think you were on both. We have been having issues. In fact, I thought of recording a video to see if that might help, if that would be any better. My room is a mess. You can see, I needed to turn my camera a little. I have piles of stuff. Well, hi, Glum. I'm glad you're there. You daren't buy any more dies. Your niece is making you stop, probably. Okay, Dorothy, you're forgiven. All right. So I went through just one stack of them to see. Oh, she's here on Facebook. See, I can see all the Facebook ones, but I can't see her. It's a conspiracy. So these are a couple of my Christmas ones, and I have some that have two. So these are golden books. Now they're about the same. This one I can tell is a little more vintage just by the price on it. So that one, I can't really see, but this one looks new. So, you can kind of tell. And honestly, I don't care if it's an old one or a new one. The thought of it is the same. And these are some Rudolph ones. I love those. Then this is, I thought, Frozen for the kids. And actually, I kind of in my mind had the thought of, making some of these so that there would be when the kids would come over, they could play with them, and they're kind of indestructible because some of them are going to be a little more fragile. I have thought about it a little bit more, and I didn't narrow down my colors or anything or my theme. I just want to make fun little houses out of dies. So whatever comes out of it, that's going to be my little village. And so I'm not going to worry about restricting myself. I want to try different techniques and stuff like that. Now, okay, now I see her on YouTube. All right, this is so weird. She is making you sort your toys out and get rid. Wow. 7,000 pounds for your local hospice. That's great. That is really good, Dorothy. All right. Okay, Laura's on both to make sure she's going to not miss anything. Hi, Linda Cooper. All right, so if you don't have a golden book, that's okay. Any children's book that is, like the width of the matboard. Now, some of these older ones seemed a little thicker to me, and the newer ones seem thinner. So, the only thing that I would say, if you're using them with a scoreboard die, is don't pick a die that has like a lot of holes in it or a lot of tight turns, because they are going to be a pain and they're going to stick. So, okay, you're on both too. Okay. Hi, Leslie. All right, I'm going to bring in, are you ready, Margaret? Give me the thumbs up. Yeah? Okay. Let me add. We have a little noise here. Let me, all right. Margaret, I muted your mic. It sounds like there's an extra device somewhere, or maybe, I don't know if you have two things on, the phone and the computer.
For phone.
Okay, Margaret?
Yeah.
Are you there? Oh, that sounds
I'm there.
good. All right. What are you going to make tonight? Wait, let me oh, wow.
I made a little pillow box.
Are you kidding? That's adorable. Okay.
So I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. You want to talk through? I just went over my material. So, yeah, tell us your plan.
Okay, let me show you. I just started with a regular store-bought pillow box.
Okay.
You can.
Margaret, let me just say, you're kind of upside down. So could you turn the pillow box, like rotated 180? Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Cute. All right. So tell me then. Sorry.
Let me see if I can turn the camera around.
Yeah, that'd be good. That would be good. All right. Sorry.
I think we ran into this last time too.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Sarah?
Rotate it. It seems like it should.
This thing is so hard to move.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Well, I'll start this way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you have made one?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. I said, did you have like a pre-made pillow box?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
This, we had here at the store. Sarah had ordered these from Uline, that company that has all kinds of stationery and office products and stuff.
Yeah.
But you can also find pillow boxes that are pre-made at Dollar Tree. They're usually white.
Oh.
And different stores have different ones. And I'm sure there's people at home that have pillow box dies.
Yeah, probably.
I know I have a Tim Holtz and a Lawn Fawn one as well.
Yeah, okay.
So what I start with, and it may look backwards, but I'm using this product called Undo. And what it does is it removes sticky stuff.
Yeah.
So what I do is I find the side where it's just one layer of cardstock.
Right.
And I'm just going to saturate that.
Oh.
And if people don't know, Undo will unstick just about anything.
Yeah.
And it doesn't warp your paper or change the color of it or anything.
Right.
And it kind of...
Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say Maggie uses that, and she said that's why she uses the zip tie or the clear glue, because it works with that. Even like so if you take an adhesive apart, it will even it'll still be sticky when you go to put it back together.
Yeah, sometimes it is still sticky. I tend to drench my project, so it may not be as sticky, but I just use double stick tape when I'm getting ready to put it back together.
Yeah, okay.
And that usually works real well. And then I take something sharp, like some of the tools that you have for working with vinyl. And you could probably use the tip of this, but it's kind of thick. So I don't use that so much. I use this.
Okay.
And I just try to work it through. I kind of start from both ends. And if I get too much resistance, I just put some more.
Wow.
Now, I will say you probably want to be in a ventilated area when you're doing this, because there are some chemical fumes here.
All right.
It has a good solvent in there. Okay, it's starting to come loose a little more. It's like just helping it along. I got it almost there. Okay, so here's what I wind up with. Just my flap here.
Okay.
And this will dry and you won't even notice that it was wet. Okay, so here's one that I did earlier. It's been opened and I did it the exact same way. Let me go ahead and put the lid back on this. And then what we're going to do is die cut it. The whole reason that I opened it up is because I wanted to die cut one side and leave the back side solid. Otherwise, I could have just die cut both sides.
Right. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the big shot over here. And forgive my plates, they've been well loved. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to die cut on this side. So I'm going to put that down. And what I chose to do on this was use about the third size down from the largest. Let me see if that's right. Nope, that's too big. Okay, so this would be the size that I'd want. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna try not to talk because they say that I'm horrible. So I'm just slow it down.
Okay, well, what I'm trying to do is center it where I think it should be. I'm going to use some of my Spellbinder tape. And you can see I've got a wad of it there. So just tack it down in a couple of places. And then I'm going to bend it back over the die. And what that will do, it'll die cut the one side, but it'll emboss this side. And then I'm just going to run it through. And this cardstock is pretty thick. So I got to make sure my plates are just right. I've got everything going all cattywampus here. Okay, so now I can open that up. Remove my tape. I try to do it carefully. And now I've got my window here. Okay. And don't throw any of your pieces away. And I'll show you why. You know, this is a very adaptable project. You can use it with just about any die. Yeah. Any kind of theme or anything like that. And what I did was I saved the inside and made one of these, cut out the next smaller size. And you could always glue that to the back and stamp a verse or write to and from in your name. Yes. So you have a little place to put a sentiment there on the back, and it's already pre-embossed. So it almost needs a little decoration there. Yeah. You could even do a different color, but I just saved what I had. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and prepare it so that I can put some acetate in there and make a nice little closure. And then I'm going to take my 1/4-inch tape and just kind of go around the edge of my opening. And this is on the inside. No one's going to see this. And you can do it two ways. You can either put your piece of acetate down and then just tape it down with this. Oh, yeah. Or we can just peel it back and add our piece of acetate. So either way will work. I think earlier today I did it the other way.
Margaret,
yes.
Leslie is asking, what size is the pillow box flat?
The pillow box is 7.5 by 4.5 inches. So it's a good size. If you had stuff from like Bath and Body Works, like a lotion and a sanitizer or hand sanitizer and little goodies like that, candy, it'd be the perfect size.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're ready for some acetate. And it looks like I've got a piece that is just the right size. So I'm just going to trim this off. No muss, no fuss. Okay. Okay, so now I've got my acetate in there. And I can go ahead and peel this off and close my box again. Okay. Get that excess off of there. Oh, and before I do that, I like to kind of pre-fold my corners. I find that it's a little neater to do that if I pre-fold it before I close it. Okay. I'm kind of clumsy anyway, so this helps me to get nicer creases. And I just sort of pinch the corners. And you notice by the time you get to that second corner, it's already creased itself.
Yeah, that's cool.
And sometimes it'll do that. It'll want to fold where it wants to fold. Let me trim this a little bit. You want to make sure your acetate doesn't go beyond that score line. There we go. Okay, so now I'm ready to go ahead and glue this together. Oh, look, before I do that, there's one other thing you can do. In this sample, I glued a tree to the background. You could also glue a sentiment or leave it plain. But I chose to just put something in there just as an eye catcher. And if you're going to do that, the easiest way to do that is to put your item like this tree on your acetate, kind of the where you want it. And then I go ahead and put some glue on here. Okay, so I'm just going to center that the way I want it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and close this on top of it.
Yeah, that's a smart way to get it right where you want it.
Hopefully. Okay, so just
Cool.
make sure you don't over glue your acetate here. Okay, so I've got that glued in there and that looks about right.
Yeah.
So now I can go ahead and I do add glue even with the tape just to give it a little more oomph.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm ready to decorate it. You can make these ahead of time and leave them flat and then decorate them, or you can decorate them and leave them semi-flat. I found that if I decorated them flat, that sometimes with it being dimensional, things aren't glued completely down, and I didn't like things popping up on me.
Yeah.
So, you know, what I did was I try to glue it down while it's sort of rounded. And I used my Christmas die. I call it a Christmas die, even though it's just Winterland, you know, nature.
Yeah.
I used that one and just went ahead and I've got all my little pieces here.
Oh, yeah. Look at her.
You know, you can decorate it any way you want. And I just realized I don't know where my tree trunks are. Oh, well, I'll start gluing it and probably find my tree trunk here in a minute. So I just hold it down. You really do have to hold it down on these curved surfaces.
Yeah. Yeah. Isabel is saying that there's probably a way to make a shaker out of that too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I thought about it, but I was like, well, I got this going on, so.
Yeah. Oh, it's cute.
I would, depending on how big your pillow box is, you might be able to put a votive candle in there.
Oh, wow.
That would be kind of neat.
Yeah. Or those lights, you know, that you can.
Oh, yeah, those little mini lights would be cute too. So I'm just going to kind of keep going and decorating.
Yeah.
If you want it. Oh, and I was going to just show you how cute some of these are. And I'll show you some other samples of the pillow box. Here's one where I just cut the Christmas tree out.
That's adorable.
Oh, let me try it that way.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sorry.
Cute.
And then this was a stamped background.
Oh, yeah.
And just some ephemera from a card kit.
Oh, adorable.
So really it's your imagination is what makes it. Any die will work. You just have to kind of think about the size of it and how much you want to show. But it would be fun filled with candy or goodies or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it would be cute even as a garland. If you had a bunch of these.
Oh, yeah.
And had some Christmas lights in them, that would be really cool.
Yes.
So save all your goodies because you get a tag out of these things.
Yeah, that's adorable.
And then I just added, you know, some glitter and some little details to just kind of make it pop a little bit.
So cute. You could even do like little Christmas gifts under the tree, you know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a scene inside. But I mean, you probably want to use it for a gift. But
I mean, I'd be excited to get this no matter what was inside. It could be a
right.
piece of bubble gum and I'd be excited.
I know. I
So I'm going
agree.
to keep working on decorating if you want to work on yours or whatever you like to do.
Yeah, let me go, and I'm gonna try not to go back and forth because it sounds like the sound is not that hot. So I'm gonna mute you if that's okay, Margaret.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Okay, so all right, let's get going here. Yeah, mostly I wanted to show you guys. This is what we're doing. This is just a basic shape. I haven't done the roof yet, and you don't really have to. But the fun little thing that is in here, speaking of cool little things, this one has a votive inside. So if you want to light up this little box, I just put some Velcro, and I made sure to put it where this is not a problem. Wherever you set it, it'll work. But, and then, you know, if the lights were out, you could see a little home sweet home, the home fire's burning. So that's my thought for the little Christmas village that I'm working on. And I wanted to ask Margaret well, I'll ask her after. I hope I remember. But if anybody wants the pillow boxes, okay, I see that Leslie put something, but Margaret works at Scrappin' in the City, which is a scrapbook store in Knoxville, and they can probably send them to you if you're looking for one. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this one, The Night Before Christmas. Okay, so oh, look at that. I love that when there is some kind of thing about the child that had it. A lot of them are colored in, you know, but basically this is very easy to take apart. I'm just going to put my mat down in case I go through. I don't want to cut through my all right. So I do use the blade for this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it like this, and see this fold here? I'm just going to take it and go down in the ditch here. And it's going to probably take you a couple, because it's pretty thick, and you might go off track a little. Your pages will come off. And then I save them because it's really cute art that's on these pages. Like, look at this, you know? That's really fun. That could be a nice page in a journal. So I'm just going to keep going. You can kind of feel when it breaks through, but you're going to have this strip here, okay? I don't know what to do with this. I don't have a use for it, but I think it's still cute. It's got like a little elephant and a flower, and anyway, I did throw mine out. But now I have what I need to make my book. I have 2 covers. If you wanted, you could cut 2 books apart and have 2, you know, cover art. But a lot of times, like that's cute too. And that's what it is, and that's how you know that's what a golden book is. And it, you know, it's changed over the years, but basically the same art. So let's go ahead and cut them, and you can see how easy it is. All right. So the die that I'm using for this is called the house ornament, because it's a little big, you know, depending on what you cut it out of. It's probably, let me get my adjustable ruler here. All right, so it's 2 inches by 2 by 4 or so, and that's about 10 centimeters by 5.5 or so. So, you know, it's a little square, and with the little trap door, it's kind of handy. You have a blade too, Linda Cooper. All right. Okay, so the little houses die set. Yeah, this is not. Now, Tim Holtz has little tiny ones. This is big. All right, now the other thing about this die that you're going to have to keep an eye on are these little cardboard pieces, because this is thick and it's going to stick in there. And after a while, it's going to get all pounded down. So what I do is I put the foam in to keep this stuff from, and it looks like I might need some new foam. Every once in a while, I take out the old foam and put in new foam, or sometimes I put two layers of it. And also there's this tiny little mini house over here, which makes a cute little tag like Margaret did with the tree. That is a nice little shape. And I have some over here. I have to poke them out, but you know, it's little Bert from Sesame Street. So here is the die, the house ornament. These pieces here we don't need, but you're going to cut 2 of these. So just keep in mind that one of them, the front here, this is where I put like the main image, but actually it's going to turn out whatever's on the front of the book, which is in the middle-ish, is what's going to come out on your, you know, the front of your little house. So like, you know, Rudolph, this is kind of cool. That came out okay. I was worried that it wasn't going to say the title, but it's kind of in there. That's one reason why I kind of don't want to cover that. I like that, how that looks. Plus, that's the sky up there and it's the roof of the house. So I don't know. I have to think about it. But this one is going to be a little more different. We probably will get some of the title in there somewhere. And With Love, the Painters is also going to come out. So the good thing is it's about 6 inches. So it's going to be right about the right size. And you're just going to line it up on here. You want to put the right side of the book facing down, your art side. And then I use the XL cutting pads for this. I just feel like it gives me a little kind of a running start. You know, sometimes if there are a lot of blades, and I'm going to go through and then I'm going to go back over this because this is thick and sometimes those little windows don't always pop out. So I am going to go ahead and actually let me lift this up a little because I don't think you can see this. All right. So, oh, we took out Santa's face. You never know. Okay. There are a couple tricks to doing this. So I just want to make sure that you know before you try this. Okay. This, you maybe could have, I don't know. I don't know. That could be a little tag. I kept these, but I don't know if I will use them. All right, so there's Santa. Kind of wish his eyes came through, but oh well. And then I'm going to do this side. Same thing. Just make sure it's straight. And you could use that side if you wanted. That has kind of a list of all the golden books, a little checklist. So just make sure everything is lined up, because this is a little tight here. Ladybird books. Yes, I think it is, Sheila. Somebody said that when I was over there. And actually, Wendy gave me a Ladybird book. I have one. You've never seen this stuff. Yeah, it's no longer available. You maybe could find it on eBay or one of those places. So now we have both our cover, or both our parts to the house. We are going to do a couple more things before we go and put this together. And I'm going to use hot glue, which I don't usually do because I feel like it's very bulky. But in this case, it's actually going to work really well because I am going to peel away some of this extra material here because I am using the hot glue gun and that adds the bulk, so we're taking a little bit away. And I'm just taking all of my score lines and folding over, and I might as well peel that while I'm at it. I'm really just doing kind of the top layer, whatever I grab. And if you do this, then do the same on all the sides, because it's all designed to be the same depth. So even if you take a little bit down, it should work fine. Okay, and then there is also one up here. And I designed this so that that could be, when you get to the top of your, it's kind of like a little, like a milk carton idea, but you can do a couple things with this. I decided to peel off this piece and then tuck it down just to give a little bit more stability. So it's going to go like that and tuck down. So I'm going to do that with both of my pieces. And it really goes together pretty quick. Does anybody have one of these dies? I bet. I mean, these are really perfect for what we're making here. And you could attach a hanger easily. I don't remember what year these came out in, but it was a while ago. Not too long ago. Maybe 2019, 2018, something like that. And the other nice thing you can do is you could just cut that out and have that be a little ornament. It's a little off center because of how the, you know, folds are and stuff, but not bad. You could add a little tree over here, actually. All right, so all of these pieces are trimmed out. So I'm going to get my little silicone mat, and this is one from Sizzix. I don't usually use it, but I like it for like the wax seals or hot glue. It's pretty handy. And I have my Sizzix hot glue gun. I hope it's warmed up. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I do is I get these sides put together and flatten these out so you can get a good contact here. Oh. All right, Linda managed to, yeah, the sale on Sizzix, that was wild. I clicked on it and it was there. And then Leslie said she tried to get there and it didn't go. And it turns out, I'm not sure what happened, but it was no longer going. So I think they'll turn it back on. Maybe it was a week early or something. I don't know. Okay, so that's together. Now we have to look at folding this up. And it's a little tricky because we have like conflicting folds kind of. So what I did was, I think I did each side at the same time. So we could, you know, hold it like that. Make sure to tuck this in. Oh, the other thing that I did was I trimmed some of this off so that it didn't mess with the other flap we have there. So I'm going to do that on each of these. And, you know, if this was matboard, well, maybe I would do it. But this is a little extra heavy duty. Can't get my scissors in here. So, all right, all the scouts are looking for eBay. Okay, so let's do this one first because this is the front one that I really care about. So I can tuck this piece in there. I could just cut it off, but I don't know. I feel like it helps a little. All right, so let's put the glue on here. And I put it on the middle so that if it does squeeze out a little bit, well, it is doing it, but I hate that. We'll have to put some little gingerbread trim or something there. And just make sure you really squeeze that because these seams you're going to see. And just try and get it straight. Okay, Jen says she's gotten a few dies secondhand from eBay. That worked out. All right, so let's do this one. And just press and make sure that has some good contact there. Seems like that's sticking out a little bit. Okay. This, I'm going to take a little bit more off here. I don't think much came off. Let me trim that because that's going to stick out the top. Okay. And okay, that one goes back there. That's going to be the last thing. So I'm going to do these two now. Push in my glue. Okay. Get in there. It's not going. Okay, there we go. Wait. This is a little wonky. All right, that's okay. I think this one is going to get a roof anyway, so this part will be covered, but it is possible to get them tighter. Not when I'm doing a live, though, of course. Oh, good. Leslie has it. Okay. They'll have another sale. Don't worry. Oh, we should have done that one, too. You know what? I'm going to redo this. So that was not that great of a... I don't think that glue was engaged in it. Kinda. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, that has a little gap, but that's all right. Okay, so we're almost done. And Margaret is playing around down there. I can see she's making hers beautiful. Yes, the truck is another good one, Leslie. I'd had that out for the little trees that come with it. Okay, so that kind of makes me think maybe I would chop that off. If you have good contact here, this is just making it too bulky and it's probably fine. Or even just one of the tabs on there. And then, oh, I forgot to chop this off. That was important. All right, well, you're not going to like this. I'm going to very gently run my blade over like a million times to chop this, because the only way I could design it was one piece, so it had to be where you would take one of the pieces and chop it off. You don't need two, and it's too bulky. If you do two with matboard, that's too much, so that's all right. Saved by the blade. Okay. So I kept the one that had the writing on it. It doesn't matter, whichever one. And then you're just going to tuck that in. But what I'm going to do is add my little Velcro to, oh, I didn't get, well, I'll show you. So what I did was I put it on the candle. Wait, I think I have another. Yeah. Hopefully it works. Yeah. So on this circle here, yours is probably going to look different, but I just put my little disc and then the one that matches it. It's got adhesive, so I just stuck that on there and then centered that, you know, on here. So when I need to turn it on and off, I can just do that and stick it back so I don't lose it. All right, not too bad, guys. So that is my little house for today. Now, let's see. Well, let's check back in with Margaret because I have a couple ideas, and maybe you guys could give me some suggestions for a roof. I was thinking about like maybe taking a circle and cutting it in half and making little, you know, scallopy things. I took out my tiny book die to see about using that as a roof. It's actually kind of big, so I could use it as a base, and I'm going to look around and see if I have any, but this is basically another 2 little pieces for my village, and I am really excited. So let me flip over here to Margaret and see what she's up to. How's it going, Margaret?
It's going okay. I just keep working and working on it.
Yeah. So what have
I
you?
just have to decide what little critters I want under the tree this time.
Aw. So cute.
Or maybe I should have one up in the tree. Who knows?
Well, oh yeah, like a little squirrel or something.
Yeah, a little squirrel. But so far, that's what I've gotten.
Oh, look at that. Adorable.
So all you gotta do is get out your craft stash and find all the little goodies.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Even like little baby pine cones, or
Yeah.
you could, how could you attach them though? Or you could even pile them on the bottom of the,
What's that now?
wait a minute, let me get this in my face. I don't need that one. Like using, like in the bottom of the, you know, like I was saying, like the little package where with the little pine cones or something, or have them like tied on or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Yeah, if you had them. It's adorable. You're ready for Christmas.
Just about.
Yeah.
I need one with a turkey on there first.
Oh, that's true. I don't have.
Yeah.
You get stickers somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe I can find a little die somewhere.
Probably. I sound like I'm underwater or thing. Okay. You know what? I think we, okay. Liz wants to know what the name of the glue.
The name of the glue I'm using?
Yeah.
It's art glitter glue. I just have it in a little teeny bottle.
Oh, it's the glue removal one.
Oh, the undo. It's called undo.
Yes. Okay.
And you can order it. We've got it here at the store.
Okay.
We also have the pillow boxes. They're a 5-pack for $3.99.
Okay.
So we've got all of that here.
Very good.
And we've got the dies and everything.
Yeah. All right. Margaret, I'm gonna shoot you again because they're saying my voice is wonky. Is it wonky now? We are always having issues with the sound. It's hard, guys. It's technology. What can I say? Yeah, isn't that cute? They're adorable. And look at with the deer. I love it. Okay, Margaret, it's fine now. Okay, so it's probably both of us. It's not working. So I think, Margaret, unless you have anything else, I think I'm, pretty much done. What I might do is a little reel when I put the roof on. But if you guys have ideas, leave them in the comments, okay? It says it's a background noise like underwater. From what store? The store is called Scrappin' in the City, Jen, and it is in Knoxville, Tennessee. when we bring Margaret in, it's turning on an extra mic for you. See, I only have one mic. I have a webcam and I have my computer. The webcam has no sound. So it's probably, yes. And Margaret has a phone and something else. So you know what? We're gonna, I'm gonna say goodbye. Margaret, I'm gonna bring you in so you can say whatever you want.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back next month, right? We'll get a date and we'll.
Yeah, we'll get a date, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. See you soon. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.